I remember one time, child, I was flying WestJet. I was flying WestJet all the way from Nairobi to LA, and they are so rude. I took a shit on the bridge or whatever. You know, the suspension bridge that you get to the plane. I took a big fat shit in the corner. There's some white lady in a wheelchair getting pushed on the plane. She looked at me as she started to say, "My Jesus, oh, have mercy on your soul." Because she Christian, right? I took the shit and I started throwing it at her. I said, "You tell me Jesus loves you again, bitch." Hello, this is Bitchy Mamita. You know I'm from Russia. I want to shove a giant purple dildo in my chocha. Может, ты не видишь. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Abdul's loving it. This Lowisai, I am fucking tired. I am tired of not paying for my fucking plane tickets. I'm waiting here in Kenya, coming for episode 3. They kept saying, "Abdul, we're gonna have you on Lowisai FM. You're gonna fly out to LA." Here I am in Kenya getting a locust shoved in my chocha to cure my yeast infection. I got that nice long baby food pussy hair chocha. Kenyan baby food child. Pussy hair long and shiny. I got that nice Kenyan baby food long pussy hair chocha. Hello there, children. This Lowisai here with a sex tip that y'all white women can use in your bedroom. It's an ancient Kenyan sex technique that originated in my village. So, in order to make your wife's pussy come all the juices over the bed, you want to use a little bit of my curry powder. You want to take a little bit of that curry powder and rub it on your clitoris. And it's going to sting. And it's going to feel so good, child. You're just going to come chocha fluids all over the bed, everywhere, all over your husband's face. Another Kenyan hair growth secret to grow out my long pussy hairs, child. I take, the Hitachi wand, the one that you can buy on like AdamandEve.com. It's the buzzing one. I used to use it on my clitoris all the time and gush the chocha fluids. I take that and I buzz it against my chocha hairs, and it stimulates the blood flow to my chocha. And it gets my chocha hairs all long and nice and shiny, child. It grows a tail right between my legs dangling on the floor. Children would use my pussy hairs as a swing because we didn't have no swings in Kenya. They'd grab me with my chocha hairs and they'd start flying around everywhere. The thing I use for my long pussy hair growth is the African chocha hair mask, child. I'ma tell you, I have an ancient recipe for that goes dates back to my grandmother. She had the longest pussy hairs in my village in Kenya. It was so long, our elders would take a hold of it and go for a ride when she used to go hunting a buffalo. Anyway, for this chocha hair mask, you're gonna need some yogurt, some curry powder, some tears. Whenever the little child goes and works in the field, they die of heat stroke. We just take them and chop them up in little pieces, and I mix that into my hair mask. Now you take that and you rub it into your pussy hairs. You give it a nice massage. You can even use that Hitachi wand and just buzz that hair mask deep into your follicles, child. And then you gotta wait for about 2 days, child. 2 days, you gotta leave that on your pussy hair. And I promise you, child, Your pussy hair gonna be looking like Rapunzel. It's gonna be dangling down like an ancient African horse, child. It's gonna be so good even Jimmy Choo's gonna wanna use that for his fur coat. Oh, child, I'm so tired of seeing them white ladies go on about their miscarriage. Just constantly playing in the arms of the angel by Sarah McLachlan. I'm so tired of it. Abdul's so tired of that shit. In the arms of the angels. They fly out of my chocha and on the field and fly far away from here. They get covered in locusts in this dark and cold place. My chocha's free and it's free to be used as fertilizer. To make our extensions in my village, we use the ass hairs of all the Kenyan elders in the village. We force them to shave it off with a special stone that we get from a cave. And then we just take all the ass hairs and then we braid it together. You know those female condoms, child? I can't afford them in my village in Kenya. So what I do is I buy the Kenyan baby food and I put it in my chocha and it stops my pregnancy. It floods my uterus, child. It creates a blockade in my cervix so the cum doesn't go up there. Even the cum bubbles don't stand a chance. Abusive husband, he plucked out 3 of my pussy hairs and he sold it for $5,000. These long, luscious baby foods, Kenyan pussy hairs that took me 3 years to grow. And in order to do the conditioning treatment to keep the hair all nice, he would put Head and Shoulders conditioner in my chocha. He'd have to go to Nairobi to pick up a butter because we live in the desert. And he would take it and he would shove it in my chocha and then shove my long hairs in my chocha and get it all nice and moisturized. I must have gotten about 10 UTI infections and I got a yeast infection on top of it. I remember one time when I used to live in Serbia, they dragged me out by my chocha flaps into the big pen and they started shoving milk in my chocha. You know, the machine they used to milk? They thought I was like a fat cow, so they take the machine, they hook up to my titties and they started milking. I said, Abdul got that chocha magic like Houdini. I got that chocha magic, I cast a spell on you, yeah. Abdul got that chocha magic, it make your pussy explode. Hello there, child, this Lowisai. I'm here to make a special announcement. I'm gonna join ISIS.